Can anyone please explain how we still have dolphins? It's a complete mystery. It baffles the mind. It's preposterous. They should all be dead by now. They should not exist. Please, don't get me wrong, I love dolphins. But get this, we all know dolphins aren't fish, don't we? They are mammals, just like us. They have lungs, just like us. They have to come to the surface and breathe air consciously every 2 minutes. Otherwise, they drown. And still, they sleep 8 hours per day, just like us. Now, how do they do that? Why don't they drown? This duck holds the answer. It's sleeping all right, but there's something strange about it. Can you see it? Its one eye is still open. How can you sleep with one eye open? There's only one way to find out. Let's crack open its head. But first, a little background. For a long time, sleep has been the realm of artists and psychoanalysts. Both Shakespeare and Cervantes refer to it as death. We go to bed every night, we die every night. And when we wake up, we are alive again. And that was the prevailing theory of sleep for centuries. A scientist named John Eccles changed all that. In the early 70s, he measured the brain activity of cats while they slept. And what he discovered was that our brains are far from dead when we sleep. They are alive, very much alive. It seems our brains are even more active when we sleep than when we're awake. During the day, our brain waves are like a calm sea. But at night, an electrical storm rises, and wave upon wave crashes into the shores of our grey matter. Now we know that, let's get back to our sleeping dog. Crack its head open and take a look. We see that one half is brain, one hemisphere is in calm waters, so it must be awake. But the other hemisphere, oh boy, is in the middle of a war zone, so it must be fast asleep. And that, fellow Toastmasters and guests, is how they do it. That's nature's solution. Most animals only rest one half of the brain at a time. And that's why dolphins don't drown. It's called unihemispheric sleep. And you can find this weird split brain behavior in sea mammals, birds, reptiles, fish, insects, and arachnids. But not in land mammals. So, why do they do it? Why do they do it? Well, sleeping in the wild is a risky business. It's a dangerous world out there, so you better keep one eye open all the time. So, if sleep is so risky, why do we do it? We sleep from the cradle to the grave, and it feels so good. If you're sleepy, you can crave for it, like you can crave for water or breath. Which begs the question, what is the essence of sleepiness? What happens to us? Where does the tiredness come from? If you look into yourselves, could you see it? Well, yes, you can. If you look into yourselves, when you're sleep deprived, like 50% of all Americans, you can see a phenomenon called unfolded protein response, which means your proteins are not folded properly. And you need your proteins folded properly, people! You are made of proteins, and if your proteins are misshapen, if they are not folded properly, they pile up like dirty laundry and clog up your cells. And as a result, your cells don't work so well, and everything breaks down. And it all adds up to a feeling of tiredness in your whole body. But when you're sleeping, a group of cleaners sweep through your cells. They trash all the toxic and misshapen proteins. And when you wake up, you feel a lot better. It turns out that sleep is the best housemate you ever had in the hotel of you. So, sleep is risky, sleep is cleansing. What else is it? Well, sleep might explain something that makes us very human. How we learn. I'm sure you've all experienced this. You prepare for a performance, a speech maybe, or a guitar gig. And you practice for hours and hours, and still doesn't come out right. Frustrated, you hit the sack. And the next day, when you try it again, it flows right out of you. It's like magic. It seems you're sleeping, it seems you're learning during your sleep, that you get better overnight. Well, neuroscience has a theory about this. Your brain has a problem. Its storage capacity is limited, and everything you experience fills up your head. Waking up, taking a shower, drinking coffee, driving to work, yapping on the phone, doing groceries, driving back home again, eating dinner, watching TV, and going to bed. All these experiences force your brain to make new connections, little pathways that weren't there before. Practice speech for an hour and you are rewiring your head. Everything you do reshapes your brain. And when you go to bed, your head is one big mess. But then, sleep kicks in. Waves of electricity wash over your head, like a gentle, warm shower, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, 1,000 times a night. They wash through all your experiences of the day, all the new connections you've made, and everything gets turned down, like volume up, just a little bit quieter. Even the stuff you want to remember, like your speech. So, how does sleep make you perform better? If everything you learn gets weaker, you should be worse off. It's all relative. In this mess of new connections, the pathways of your speech are a bit louder than the rest, because you spend so much time on it. And as the volume of your day gets turned down, your speech stands out. Sleep is like the wind and the rain. It causes erosion that wipes all things superficial. It helps you remember what's important by forgetting what's not. And what understanding is all you need to know. So, what is sleep again? It's a complete mystery. It baffles the mind. But it is the price you pay for having a brain. Sleep well.